Metabolism struggles. Other girls, I can eat as many donuts as I want. Versus me, I'll only take a bite. Oh, I have a solution. It could be that the other girls work out after eating all those donuts. Versus when you eat the one donut, you go to sleep. The research is very clear that almost no one can sustain intentional weight loss for more than a few years. It's just the facts. If it's just the facts, then I wouldn't have any problem reading up on some material that supports your claim. But you don't have any sources, and I wouldn't expect you to put any sources in an Instagram post. That's way too high bar. That's way past your pay grade, and I understand that, but I'm gonna still ask for some sources, because you're saying it's just the facts, yet I've never heard of something like this before, right? I'm sure everybody who's listening right now thinks that diets work, because they do. If you diet and exercise and make sure you eat within those parameters, you can lose weight. It's almost like it's a science, something that's more proven than your quote-unquote facts. Alright y'all, it's about that time. I'm sorry that you had to wait 3 seasons for it, but hey, we're gonna finally find out whether or not we have thin privilege and if we benefit from it. Alright, so number 1, you can comfortably sit in airplane seats, weight room seats, and other public seating. Okay. Alright, you can easily find Halloween costumes that fit. Are you If you can't fit general Halloween costumes, the shits that you buy at, I don't know, Party City, then it's a problem. You need to lose weight. Whatever. We have another 7 more to go. Anyway, you can get life insurance that is both adequate and affordable. Well, that's what happens. I think life insurance is still, no, not in the United States. They can't deny you because of pre-existing conditions, but they can still charge you more if they know you're gonna die. If you can wear what you want without being called. Sizeism is an ism, just like racism and sexism. Trying to shrink your body contributes to the problem. That's right, boys and girls. If you try to diet or exercise in any way, try to better yourself in a physical way to make yourself more attractive than those who are bigger than you, you're both a sexist and a racist. So, I don't make the rules. I see a lot of people whining whenever someone promotes obesity. Obesity doesn't need to be promoted as long as food remains delicious and exercise remains horrible. Obesity is going to be a thing. Better a fat country than a starving one, though. Right? I totally get it. I understand why you want the world to look like you. You especially want your nation to look like you because you'd rather see everybody else fail just like you. You want to tear everybody else down because then everyone will be you. You don't have to feel that shame anymore if everyone is failing with you, right? How about this? Get good. Go to the gym, work out. Go to the store and buy some lettuce. Get something to eat that's not, a Twinkie, and understand this universal truth. When you seek to tear other people down to bring them down to your level, you're only doing it to save your self-esteem. Save your ego, because that's all you have left. You already know that your obesity is killing you and is probably the reason why you're ugly. So why not just make the whole world resemble you so you don't have to deal with that shame? Understand that truth, bring it to heart, and do better. Fatphobia is going to the doctor and having your lab show that you're perfectly healthy and having your doctor still recommend that you lose weight. You do understand that doctors are trained and licensed to help you, right? If they're saying that you have good blood work but still want you to lose weight, then something is wrong. And that something is that, yeah, you have great blood work now, but you're 250 pounds, Lucy. Time for you to lose some fucking weight. One of the strongest predictors of weight gain is dieting, regardless of the actual body weight of the dieter. Could you imagine writing an entire article about how dieting fails just so that you can justify your own obesity and ugliness? Yeah, go ahead and tear down dieting while we use dieting to get better, Chief. You can be obese, go do you. I hope you're happy living until the age of 54. Health and weight are not correlated. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. There's something called a BMI, something that you guys go out of your way to discredit and try to disprove, but is very much solid, concrete health science. BMI is health and weight correlated. But wait, There's more. She actually tries to explain her claim in the bottom of the Instagram post, so let's go ahead and tear this apart. What I mean when I say this is that you don't know someone's health status by looking at the size of their body. You can be fat and healthy and fat and unhealthy. You can be thin and healthy and thin and unhealthy. Listen, fat people can get sick and die, of course, like duh, but smaller people can get sick and die too. Where is the higher risk for fat bodies to experience certain illnesses, and the causes are, well, not known. Fat people are more likely to get type 2 diabetes, but we don't know why. I have an answer. Maybe it's because, it's just something in my head. It could be because individuals who are obese eat more sugary stuff than those who aren't. That could be it. That could trigger your type 2 diabetes. Also, yes, can thin people also be unhealthy and fat people can be healthy? Maybe. That could be a thing. Yeah, there are thin and unhealthy people and there are fat and healthy people. But let me go ahead and give you the average. Most individuals who are obese have other issues. Obesity is a risk factor for other issues, while being thin can more or less guarantee someone's general health throughout their lifetime, when being obese or just overweight in general can shorten your lifetime. 95% of dieters will regain lost weight. Now, some may regain more, and of the 5% who are successful, 98% of them show clinical signs and symptoms of eating disorders. I can't help but tell that maybe, just maybe, these individuals are a little happy that our dieting is failing so badly for us, when in reality it's super successful. So successful that those who are obese and become thin, become healthy, and maybe even more attractive, are somehow seen as traitors to the Fatlogic Huns who post dumb shit like this on the internet. Another post from another roly-poly talking about how dieting is somehow a failure, and talking about how happy she is that dieting is messing you up on purpose. Your body's trying to get off of your diet. That has never happened to me or any of the individuals who have watched this series and have changed their lives for the better. I can easily talk to them and tell them, hey, is your body trying to get you off your diet? No, I bet your body loves your diet because you're like, wow, I can see and hear. I can perceive all colors and see through time. I bet that's how it feels. That's how I feel when I exercise. All of a sudden I can taste colors. For most humans, keeping the weight off means fighting biology until eventually biology wins. So you're saying those who have dieted and succeeded aren't human and we're aliens that are more superior than regular humans? Holy shit, I'm an alien, bro. I'm a Martian. Binge eating disorder is a scam. It doesn't exist. Not as a separate eating disorder anyway. Binging is nothing but the body's natural response to prolonged periods of starvation. Stop it. Stop it. No, binge eating is real. It's certainly not a scam, and if you ask anybody who struggles with anorexia or binging and purging whether or not it's real, I'm sure they're going to give you a different answer. They're going to give you one answer, probably might come with a fist too, because they might want to fight you, but you'll get an answer. How dare you say it's not real so you can justify your obsession with food? You want to take down binge eating as a disorder so you can feel better about yourself, so you can feel better about coming home from class or work and destroying that fridge, completely scaring that fridge. How many times do you go into that fridge and just completely empty it? You just leave it hollow. You just take everything it has. I bet that fridge is afraid of you. Weight science is eugenics. Weight science is not eugenics. It isn't. I shouldn't have to say that, but the world we live in, I think I have to shout that from a rooftop at this point. On average, women spend 13 years of their life dieting. 13 years, huh? It seems like a small sacrifice so that you can have the rest of your life, healthy and happy. Want to hear something spooky as Halloween approaches? Parents restricting their children of candy. Children are 242 times more likely to develop an eating disorder than type 2 diabetes. So let me get this straight. We should just let kids eat whatever they want because they have the likelihood of developing an eating disorder. Okay, so yes, if my child is obese, I should just let them eat as many chicken nuggets, candy, whatever they want, because I want to be a good, progressive parent, and I'm going to let them get diabetes before they have an eating disorder. There you go. Big brain. Big brain. Eating to support your natural body size is where a healthy relationship with food flourishes. You know what? You can have this one. I really don't want to know what you think a natural body size is. I swear. I really, really don't want to know. I'm not going to argue with you about the fact that thin privilege exists. You're doing a pretty good job of providing a case-in-point example by, in fact, trying to argue with me. You seriously can't win. Even if you argue with them, you're still a thin, privileged fatphobe. It's almost like they don't want to hear our arguments because we're right? I don't know. Maybe I've been wrong all 3 seasons. Obesity isn't an epidemic. Eating disorders and disordered eating are. Sweetie, you know what? Who's gonna tell him that, is someone gonna tell him that obesity is an eating disorder? Is someone gonna tell, is it just gonna be me? And why is it always me? I'm fat because I don't try different drugs. I try different restaurants. That's right, ladies. The secret to weight loss isn't, dieting and exercise. It's meth. I'm chubby because of my metabolism starter pack. Alright, so let's see what's in this starter pack. We got a full-time office job, donuts, Diet Coke, don't mind if I do, don't run or try to cook nice for yourself. I was skinny in college too, but your metabolism changes when you get old. Fat folks have spent their entire lives dealing with thin folks, patronizing us and placating us. We spot implicit bias and microaggressions from miles away. Our senses are so heightened we can literally sense these things. What are you, a shitty X-Man? You know when someone's being microaggressing you from miles away? How about this? Instead of looking for microaggressions and implicit bias, you should look for some celery and lettuce, because that's what you need. That's what's going to keep you alive. No one cares about microaggressions, because I thought those weren't even real. I thought that was just some sort of SJW buzzword. Guess it's not. I guess it's serious now. I guess people actually consider microaggressions a literal thing. If it was truly about health, people wouldn't post before and after photos. Yeah, sorry Daniel. Yeah, we know that you have your before and after photos of you breaking your arm, with the cast and how you took it off. Yeah, that's not about health. That's not about you getting better. It's about you being vain. So stop being a thought and put that arm away. The friend zone is real, but it doesn't work how y'all think. First, the main people in the friend zone are fat black women. And we don't even get to choose who want to be your friend. People automatically assume our politeness is an invitation to exploit for our labor, emotions, and time. Oh, I've gone too deep in the rabbit hole. Okay. Oh, sweet Jesus. So what's the solution? How are we supposed to help something like this? What, get rid of the friend zone only for fat black women? Nobody else. Even though the friend zone doesn't exist, it doesn't. It's just called stop trying to date your friends who don't want to date you. There you go, friend zone is vanished. Go find other girls to date. But since fat black women are, I guess, affected by the friend zone, every able-bodied man in the United States has to date one fat black woman. Just one, so that we can make everything fair. Alright everybody in the comments, I want to know, what will your fat liberation coming out party look like? I want to know, and let's make this a competition. The best submission to the Ailurus subreddit, the r/Ailurus subreddit, that's where you'll put this, or in the comments down below. I'll look at both places. The best submission will be featured in the next episode. You gotta keep me to it, you gotta remind me. Alright, bet. I am curious what your fat liberation party would look like, cause that, you guys are creative. Calorie counting is like wearing a snowsuit in the summertime. Useless and dangerous. When has calorie counting ever been useless? I can see when it can be dangerous when it's overdone, but useless? No. Calorie counting is how you make sure you can keep your abs forever. Fat is a normal size. It is normal for people to be fat because it's normal for people to be different sizes. It's okay to be fat. Just a friendly reminder that weight is determined by genetics, just like height is determined by genetics. Fact that these people always fall back on the cop-out that fatness or weight is determined by genetics just goes to show that they don't want to better themselves. They'd rather just fall back onto the same scapegoat that their parents fucked up their genetics than to go to a Gold's Gym and fuck up them weights. They would rather do that. And I understand, it's so much easier to fall back on that because really there's no work to be done. You are not obligated to exercise, ever. If you don't want to, you don't have to, and no one has the right to force you to engage in an activity that makes you feel incongruent with your values and lifestyle. Ultimately, you don't owe anyone your health. She's right. You don't have to be forced to exercise by anyone else, and if you are being forced to exercise, that's a bad thing. Exercise should come from the inside. It should be something that you're pushing yourself to do. But and here's the big but, if you want no one to care about whether or not you're exercising, dieting, or participating in dieting lifestyle, then you shouldn't be mad at us for trying to better ourselves and make ourselves look more attractive than you, or trying to, make sure our lifespans outlast yours. You shouldn't care. Yet you do. So we shouldn't care about your activities, but for some reason you have to care about mine. I think there's a joke in there. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, let me know in the comments down below. And leave a like if you liked the video, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure you hit that bell so you get my notifications every time. Seriously, hit that bell if you're enjoying my content so you can get that notification. It's pretty dope, and I'm just saying, go ahead and do it. I'm telling you to do it. Anyway, as always, we gotta thank the Patreon supporters, and thank you to Finny, Pro Cookie, Mia, Lucy, Unholy Trio, and Julian. Thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel in any way, there's 2 links in the description, one in my merch store and one in my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so we can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.